That guy almost got me in the head, man. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I've got no plans for today. I just want to hop on an island, get some good loot, maybe get a couple good PvP moments, and I think that will be a happy day for me. Hopefully it all happens. I'm not sure it will, but I'll see you on the island. Dude, I just knew it. I don't know. I knew we were going to get this spawn for some reason. There we go. Not today, boy. That guy always messes me up so bad. Like... What did he have? An SKS too? Yeah. Dude, he was gonna ruin my day. Typically when I spawn here and I jump over those rocks really quick, that bot will shoot me like three times, 4 times, like instantly just destroy me. I'll be down at like 60 health. It sucks. That might be the first time I've like won against that bot. That feels good. Not gonna lie, that feels good. It's the little things in life, you know? Okay, so we're gonna chill up here. See what we want to do. If we don't move, people will think we are a rock. Hopefully. Okay. That's a player shooting me. Hold on. Okay, I don't think he was shooting me, but he was shooting something. Huh, it could be another, whatever, we're not gonna worry about it right now. I'm thinking like what he might be shooting at. Likely it was a spawn across the hill, but it could also be the Fishman. Patent pending on that name, but I'm not even gonna bother going for that stuff because I doubt, it looked like he was wearing an army helmet, the tin can. So he probably doesn't, and like, he probably doesn't have crazy loot. He wasn't silenced either. And also, he just spawned in, so he didn't have time to find anything. And that spot is just too dangerous, so it's better if we just leave that loot for someone else to risk their life taking. And we saw the guy here a while ago. It was like a minute ago. Let's see what happened to this guy. It was really distant. Maybe we didn't see him, I don't know. Because I never heard these bots shoot anybody. But I swear I saw movement. Maybe I saw bots, I don't know. I've been really favoring this side of island for a while now. I don't know what it is. I like this side of island better. It just feels a little bit easier to maneuver without being spotted and shot from a really far distance. And I just like that. I feel safer. I think that's the thing. I feel safer on this part of island. There's more hills, more trees. I don't really like going past research. You're just like, there's not much. Oh wait, no, he was here. Wait, that's weird. Did he die? Or did those, let's see. We gotta do some, we gotta put on our detective hat here and figure out what happened. He was here, but we never heard any bots shooting. But I don't think he's here now. Did he die? We should probably bring our gun with us. Ooh. Big old can of peaches. Wonderful. We killed this bot and that bot. Somehow a guy got into this camp, looted like one box, and then I think he died. I think the bots killed him, but I don't know. We should have heard it. We should have heard the shots from the bots. So now I'm a little on edge. Because he definitely didn't kill the bots. We would have seen a second set of gear and stuff. Those were the OG fresh bots. First generation bots. Well, let's keep heading over. I know I said I wasn't going to check that stuff, but it's like, it's looking so tasty up on that hill, I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to go see it, but no, I think it's so far away. I don't think we need to go there. Let's head into power plant. Wow. Peaches and tangerines. We are getting our vitamin C today. No scurvy here. You know, actually, I got a fun story about that. We're gonna go off on a Cool Whip tangent right now. But my roommate in college actually got scurvy. He's like really embarrassed about that story. He doesn't want anyone to hear it, but he doesn't watch these videos, so it'll be fine. But yeah, he just ate soup for like a really long time. He got like really into soup freshman year, and he was just eating soup for like every meal, and it was pretty good soup, I'm not gonna lie. But he just ate too much soup, man. And then somehow he actually got scurvy, which I didn't even know you could get in like the present day. I thought that was like not a real thing, but no, he did it. I know the one person in the US that got scurvy in the last 10 years, I think. Anyway, that's my short little story. Let's keep looting. Alright, so we finished looting that little building. We didn't really... Ooh, there's a guy. We didn't really find much. That's some duct tape, I guess. That's probably valuable. But now we're going to go to loot one of my favorite spots on the map. I don't like going in here, but it is a top-tier loot spot, I think. Because I feel like I had a weird amount of times where I go into this building and I get trapped in it. So I just don't like that. I don't want to be trapped like a moth in a bath. Alright. Anyone gets that reference, I will be very impressed. And you have very good taste in comedy shows. But let's loot this real quick, and then we're going to move on to Mansion, I guess. Yeah, I have yet to find a purple card there. That's a nice grip. Take that. I know they can spawn. I know that one is a static spawn. I remember watching multiple videos saying that. But I have yet to find a purple there. I'm going to be very excited when we finally do. Actually, I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure I found a purple there. I just don't remember. There's also a PC spawn here and a clock spawn. So if you're going to come to this building and you don't want to spend much time here, just go into this room. This is the only room you really need to invest time into. But if you're here, why not just take everything? We got a player. He's back here, but he hears us now. Hold on. I think he went back. He heard us and then he went back to the other side of the wall. Because I heard the grass sound. Nice. And this is what I'm talking about. This is why... Oh, he got a good hit on us. This is why I don't love this building. Because you always get trapped here, it feels like. I spend too much time in here, probably. Alright. I need to remember. I've been getting really bad at this, at like killing one or two people and then being like, well, that's it, because there's no other third, but then I've been getting killed by like a third, or I'll kill one person, then get killed by his partner. I've been doing a really bad job of like safely trying to grab loot recently, because like, I don't know what it is. I think I've been trusting. On Old Island, I was pretty good at spotting squads, because it was a smaller island. You know, the squads were usually closer together, but on this map, they can really space out. And I've been doing a poor job of like preparing for that. I'm gonna try to work on that. I'm gonna try to remember to like always be thinking, hey, he might have a partner. He might have two partners. Let's be ready for that. I think this guy was alone though, but... Oh. Someone just took a shot over there. And I don't think it was at us. Wow, that guy... Why? Wow. Alright. Dude, I thought that bot had left. And then he just comes like sprinting over, man. No chill. Alright, sounds like we have a bot right outside. I'm gonna deal with that. And then we're gonna I don't know. I'm gonna try to get this. I don't know if that was actually another player now. I'm wondering if those shots were at us the entire time. Also, I need to find out if you can shoot through this. Alright, you definitely can get hit through it. But I need to figure out like, how shootable this fencing is. Like, we shot under the fence right then. But can you shoot through it? Because I don't know. I don't come up here for the specific reason that I don't... Yeah, there we go. I don't know if I can trust this fencing. The reason I'm questioning that is because the fencing on radar, that fencing, you can't shoot through. As far as I'm aware, that fencing is impenetrable. So I was wondering what this fencing is. Apparently you can shoot through this one. That's very confusing. Okay, this is not a good spot to be right now. but we might have heard shots over there, so I'm gonna run back. I'm gonna run back into our little substation, which I don't want to be in any longer, but this is our most secure place to loot, I think. And I'm probably gonna go in the back. I feel like I like hanging out back here. Dude, this is a great bag here. Except for the shampoo. The shampoo is a lie. I don't know. It's like, I guess no one cares about staying clean in the apocalypse, because I would think the shampoo would be a pretty hot commodity, but it sucks. It's gigantic, and it takes way too much space. Well, wait, I just said the same thing twice. It's gigantic, and it's not worth like anything relative to its size. Alright, so we're all good. We're gonna leave this mess for someone else to clean up. Here's what our bag's looking like right now. It's pretty good. I would say this is a pretty nice, under 1,000 maybe. A good raid. So I think that guy probably came from Mansion, based on where we heard him. We heard him coming over from this hill, and like potentially villages, which means we could go there, and I think we have Pier. Yeah, we do. We could go there and exfil at Pier. But if that guy already went and like looted, let's go to a fresh spot and loot, and then we'll head to shipping, which is probably unlooted because I don't really think anyone goes there. I think shipping is the most dead spot on the map. Which is kind of funny because it does have that really, well, no, I guess it makes sense. It does have the super big vault, the super rare vault. What is that? The key shot? Nope. Keystone? Nope. One shot. There we go. It's got the one shot vault, but like no one ever runs it because one, that card is really hard to find, and two, I don't know, you gotta go all the way over here. But that does mean that this should be a pretty nice place to just do a little looting and then we'll get out. Alright, let's go. We got our energy back. We had a little snack. We're feeling pretty good. I will say though, I actually kind of wish somehow they make this more appealing. I don't even know how they would do it. Like, it's the biggest problem with this zone is that it's just so far out of the way that no one comes here. In my opinion, at least. I think the other problem is the fact that like the loot's pretty spread out here, so you gotta put a lot of work in. And there's a lot of bots, so you gotta be like prepared and make sure you're on your A game, so they don't wipe you out. Alright, that guy should... What? That guy should have died. But I would like to see this place get more popular, because I think I've had some of my most fun gunfights this wipe, specifically in here. This is a really fun spot, because there's so many little, like, spots you can duck for cover, and you can weave through all the crates and everything. And I think that's just, like, it's fun. There's not, like, I feel like a lot of other spots, there's not as much cover, there's not as much flanking that you can do. So I actually think this is one of my favorite spots. Sorry, I thought the Keystone Vault was open. But I think this is actually one of my favorite spots on the map that I never come to. Alright, where's this other guy? Okay, I've got a question for you all. Does anyone else have like a fear when you look at this kind of thing? Something about like the ocean. I'm not scared of the ocean, but like something about the ocean and then this like large man-made structure around it. Maybe it's thalassophobia. I'm not really sure. Maybe I am scared of the ocean. But something about it. I actually find this whole shipping yard unsettling. I think I've talked about it before. I think this is the creepiest spot on the island, with just like its atmosphere, its sound, all of the scary bots that just pop out of anywhere. And then we got, I don't know what it is. It's something about this like gigantic man-made pier sitting on the ocean like this is creeping me out too. I've got some weird fears, I guess. But I know someone else out there is looking at that same exact thing and thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Like, that kind of just makes me uncomfortable, and I don't know why. Anyway, let's get out of here. Alright, that was a good raid. So I think we're just going to run the same kit. Might as well, we're already kitted up for it. Let me sell this stuff, refill my mags, and then I'll see you in another raid. I don't know my opinion on this spawn. I used to like it, but then I found out how you're kind of trapped back here by a lot of other spawns, and that makes me scared. I'm scared of most things in this game, so let's not read into that too much. But I think I like it in general. The nice thing about this spawn is you can kind of clear out everything behind you and then just work your way forward and know that, at least for a little bit, there won't be anyone behind you. Okay. I think we got a duo up ahead. I don't think they're very kitted. Let's see where they go. Alright, they might have seen me there. But probably not, because they're like so focused on getting loot, I think. Probably not even looking at me. So let's just wait. They're going to come this way. Because they're going to want to get to Lighthouse to try to get more loot. So we're going to wait right here and listen for footsteps, and then we'll pop out and be like, pow-pow! That guy almost got me in the head, man. That's no fun. Ugh, I gotta be better at controlling my recoil. I'm such a, like, single shotter that controlling recoil is really hard for me. I never practice it. I also get way too amped up once I get in a fight like that. I get way too amped up and then just start shaking. Alright, but that was a little bit of a weird angle, you know, he's like down a hill and stuff. It's a little tougher. But yeah, he almost killed me. SKS though, that could kill anybody. SKS is a scary, scary gun. Alright, level 47. I think that's what we are. Level 47 is a pretty high level. I think that's our level though, so it's not like, it's not crazy high. But I guess we play a lot, so it's probably, yeah, it's probably pretty crazy high level. Dude, why am I shaking so much? Probably because I almost got head tapped, and that will scare anyone, I think. Oh, we actually got both dog tags. That's awesome. Oh, level 5. Okay. I thought they were both gonna be naked because I only saw the one naked guy, so I just assumed. Usually, people come in with similar level of kits. But that, yeah, that second guy was a little bit more kitted than I expected. I mean, it was still an LBAB, but he had a gun, he had a helmet, like he had all the essentials. I don't know if I would have still played it the same, but maybe I would have hidden a little bit more. I don't know. Whatever, it all worked out. Let's go do some looting. Because this is ours now. We own this spot. It's a lot of boxes. Let's get some oximeters. Yes! Love it. You guys have gotten me so into the ducks. Like, I don't know. You guys, every time I get a duck now, I get so excited. And it's all because of you guys. You guys give me duck hype, if that's a real thing. Oh, we got somebody. We got someone running down the hill. See this? We got two somebodies running down that hill. Alright. Oh, there's our next zone. This is why I'm saying I hate going down that hill, because like it's so open. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna shoot them right now, so like they're not gonna die, but I'm gonna see them. It's so easy to see people. Whereas here, you know, we got a lot of trees and stuff. They could still probably spot me, but it's less likely. Oh, this is perfect. They might come. They might come directly towards us, actually. I don't know. I think we're going to wait here. I think we're going to wait here and see what they do. We shouldn't have a hard time tracking them here. They're in the guard kiosk right now. Let's actually wait. We can use this spot kits as well. Tan vest. That could be a tier 5. I'm not sure. Alright, they have a decent kit on. But I'm wondering if they might go for this bunker. And that's why I'm not going forward. The other options, we could try to go to those rocks. But if they come directly here, I'd rather just wait here. It's a little safer. Like, that guy's definitely going down into the bunker. Ruined it. I get you know, I'm too jumpy. I need to chill out. I'm too jumpy and taking these shots. I need to wait. I need to let the guy get into a better spot for me to fight him. Because now he's... Oh boy, no, he's dead. Okay, I was like, now he's trapped. Now he's like safe and secure back there, but no, we saw his body go flying, so he's dead. One's down, but we lost sight of his partner. Let's back up a little bit. We need to move anyway. His partner's gonna know where we were, generally. And I actually have no idea where that guy is. The second guy, I have no idea where he is. I'm sure he's around those rocks. Probably just on the other side, by the road. Actually, yeah, he's probably gonna... He knows that we're probably near Lighthouse, but I don't think he's seen us yet. So he's gonna just, I would assume, just camp around there. Hope that we don't know about him. And then try to get his friends, try to get a kill on us when we show up. Let's see. Well, maybe we'll surprise him though. Who knows? Because we know, alright, so we know they've got one more guy. But we have no idea where he is. I don't think he's gone up to radar yet. I think he's behind the rocks. But let's just plan on that because... Wait, did he move? Thought I just saw something in this kiosk. No, it's definitely... I definitely did see something. That might be him. Alright, it's definitely a player. I think that's him. I think that makes sense. He backed up to like a safer location. Alright, how are we gonna press him? Still got 2 ticks on that. I don't know if we... We got some good hits on him, but we're probably wasting our AP here a little bit. But basically what I'm thinking is I just need to get like a lucky 1 or 2. Yeah, he's gonna run for it. Okay. I need to get a lucky 1 or 2 shots. And I'm only gonna get a chance to get 1 or 2 shots. So I'll use the AP, and then if we go close, we'll just smash him with an entire drum mag of FMJ. I don't know if he's going... I haven't seen him. Like, I think he must be behind the corner of the building. Alright, I think we'll move forward a little bit now. Alright, alright. I see what's going on. I think there's a window there maybe, and he's shooting me through it. I gotta move. These are the moments that I wish I had a partner sometimes, because I could have someone press him, and another person could just chill there. And not, so, like, basically, if I had a partner, we would make sure this guy didn't escape. But I don't have that luxury. I've got to be both the aggressor and the guy that prevents him from running away. Which is difficult. That is difficult as a solo player. But yeah, let's move forward a bit. And see if we can still catch him. See if he's paying attention to those shots, he should know that that's his chance to run. But maybe he's not running. Maybe he wants to fight this out. This is the one downside to shooting people from like 150 plus meters away. If you don't get them both, then you gotta go track down the second one, and you end up having to run like for a really long time. I haven't heard any shots from Village, so I'm thinking he might still be here. Let's go look at his peek. That's a dirty peek he had. Did he see me on the rocks just then, or is he just shooting for fun? I don't think he had a great chance of hitting me with an SKS from how far away that was, super far away. But I've had worse luck, so I wouldn't be surprised if he did end up like head tapping me from that far away. Yeah, see, I couldn't actually even see him through this second set of windows. This was a dirty good peek. He's got a stoner with no drum. Am I wearing? Why is it so loud? Huh, that sounded like I was wearing headphones for a second after I just picked them up off of this bag. Anywho, let's keep going now so we can head to docks. We've got a couple kills. Map should be quieter. We get two duos in this one? Alright, yeah, that's good. I'm happy with that. Let's go check out this other guy's stuff. He might have even better loot than this. This is not bad though. I'm happy with this bag. Also, it's probably not going to be very easy to see in the video. What was going on here? But the death of this guy, oh right, because he was on this box. He was like right here looking for me. This guy's death was pretty funny. It was one of those ragdoll deaths that I love so much. I really wish they brought the ragdoll deaths back, man. That's my petition. Bring back ragdolls. It's just fun, and I know they're not going to do it. I thought these guys were more kidded than they were. I know they're not going to do it. They want to keep the realism aspect, and ragdoll deaths are not very realistic, but I don't know. I thought it was fun, and I know I'm not alone. I know you guys liked ragdoll deaths too. That's weird though. Okay, let's think about this. This guy has like 1,000 G3 mags, right? But no G3. Is it over here? I'm thinking it's probably in the sky. When we launched him to heaven, I think he probably took his gun with him. Alright. Maybe we'll find it. You know, maybe there'll be like some random G3 out in the road or something in a little bit that we'll find. That would be cool. I don't think there's anything here. So we're going to do a little restock. And then we'll head to research. Alright, well, we can't go to research without making a quick stop at radar. I saw some weird movement over here. I think it was a bot sprinting up. Yeah, there it is. What? What? Man, we can't hit anything. We used up all our aim on those two guys. Anyway, we're gonna stop here. This looks untouched, so let's do some looting here and then we'll move on. Dude, check this out. This is the dumbest bot on island. I've said it before. He is just the dumbest bot on this whole island. We'll just... What is it? Just stare at the wall, Lenny. What is that? Flowers for Algebra? No, Flowers for Algebra. I got some literary reference here, you know. It was a very moving book in my childhood, but now I can't remember it. Lenny and the puppy. That's all I can remember. Lenny and the puppy, and then it ends like this. Ooh. That doesn't work. Alright, well, those are not very good anyway. I wonder when they're going to add the night island. I might actually play the night map for this map when they add it. I'm tentatively kind of looking forward to that one. You guys know I never played Night Island on the old map, mostly because it was just like, I mean, and I'm not saying anything about this negatively, really. It was, and because like I camp all the time, but it was a camp fest because it was like pretty hard to spot people in trees, so people would just be chilling in trees the whole time. It was just like, it was not fun. It was not a fun experience. But I'm gonna give it a shot on this new map because I feel like it might be a little bit more aggressive. People might move around a little bit more because there's not trees to hide in. So we'll see. But I'm optimistic about it. I think it could be a fun map for me and for all of you. All right, guys, we are going to continue on. Here's our loot bag. It's kind of hard to see because I put this stupid big file in front of everything, but it's getting pretty full. We're looking pretty good, so we're not done yet. Actually, I'm thinking about it. I was like, you ever see those Tabor videos where they're like, this is how I made $500,000 in one raid or something, and then they want you to watch the whole video or whatever so you can find out their secret? I feel like the real truth is just like they brought in a gear tech or a Ragnar, and then they just didn't die, and then they looted the whole map. They survived the initial rush of everybody, then they add the island or whatever map they're playing to themselves, and then that's it. That's all it takes. You just there's so much loot now. You just, as long as you just survive, you're gonna come out with like 100,000 easy. Okay, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. We're gonna get shot in the back by an SKS bot in a second, and I'm not going to get scared this time by it. Yeah, there we go. It's like any second now. And there's the SKS bot. It's happened to me like 1,000 times, so that's why I can just predict it so well. Alright, I want to pause here for a second because basically anyone who's played this game for a little bit will know that those shots mean someone's leaving radar. So I'm going to watch these windows and the roof. There's a lot of spots to check. And just see if someone shows up. It's looking pretty quiet though. So I think we're safe to move forward. And you'll see I always go down this way. Unless I'm like really late into raid and I'm heading to orange, I rarely will ever take that path down there, because all it takes is one dude waiting in the windows and you're just a duck out of water. Is that the phrase? Something like that. You don't want to be that. You don't want to be that guy. Alright, same thing here. We just took out that bot in the front. We're going to watch the windows and the roof for a little bit. But it's looking good as well. So we have docks. We could just leave right now. But I think I'm going to loop through research. See if we find anything. We don't really have any space, but we might be able to find another backpack. This raid seems like we've kind of... Ow. I did not know that bot was going to come all the way over here. But this raid seems kind of quiet now, so, and I just feel like making some money today. So we're going to do that right now by just looting a bunch of stuff while it's easy. Oh my god. Alright, we're good. Oof. That's like, even when the map is like completely dead, I still get scared, man, because that sounded like a player. I, for some reason, cannot tell bots and players apart very much anymore. I think that's a good thing, though. It keeps the game exciting. Oh, yeah, man. I'm so excited. It looks like we have basically an unlooted... We're gonna just carry this with our hand, I guess. An unlooted research, so I'm pretty glad I came in here. And then this is just the icing on the cake, which is a weird thing now that I said it out loud, because like, who eats cake without icing? That's just creepy and weird. Kind of the whole point of cake. Wait, did this bot just shoot himself? Yeah, he did. He shot the wall and reflected on himself. Rebounded on himself? I don't know. What's the word for that? Reflect, rebound? I don't know. There's some word. There's some word for when bullets bounce off stuff. I don't know what it is. But anyway, that guy did it. Alright, so we've been in this raid for a very long time. I'm going to cut, I probably already did if you're watching this video, pretty much a lot of this looting out. I'm kind of trying a new thing where I'm going to, mostly because I'm just tired of talking right now, but I really want to loot. Like, I just really want to make a bunch of money. And so that means there's going to be a lot of parts of my videos where I'm just kind of walking around collecting oximeters. And I figure that doesn't make the most entertaining gameplay. So we're going to start cutting that out and see if I like it. I'm not going to be too aggressive with the cuts, but, and like where I'm like only editing the video to the exact moment I get into a fight and stuff. There will still be bits and points where I'm like randomly just talking to myself about something I find interesting. But right now, basically, I just really want to loot, but I have nothing to talk about, so it's going to be pretty quiet for a lot of these videos. So we'll cut that out. Why did I even say all that? That was like a lot. I was like, you guys don't need to know all that. Anyway, I just feel like looting. This has been a fun raid for me, because there is never a bad time. Like, you never have a bad time in Tabor when you're coming out of a raid with like this. That is just, it's awesome. The other good moments are like when you fight a squad or a duo, or you get out with some good loot, like from like killing a kitted trio or something. That's a good moment too. But that one's a lot harder to repeat. Just surviving a raid and coming out with 300,000 karunas is pretty exciting for me. And that's what we're gonna do if we stop grabbing the wrong stuff out of our bag. Alright, so we got 12 minutes. There can't possibly be someone else in this raid. We're gonna head to docks, which is right there. Probably gonna loot docks too, because we got a little bit of space here. And we don't wanna leave with space in our backpack. That's just poor manners. Alright, bots are down. We are free to loot docks now. Oh, okay, someone has been here. Alright, maybe we will skip docks. Research was completely unlooted, which was awesome. And research has so much loot, and that's actually where we got the GPU, which is pretty exciting. And it's like, if you see an unlooted research, like, you have to just take it, right? You don't want to, what is the phrase? Don't look a gift research in the mouth. I don't know, maybe that's it. That's what we did. We didn't do that. We went in and we took all this stuff, and now we have a great bag here. I love this. Dude, we're even gonna take this little gun here, because why not? We got a free hand, might as well grab it. All right, let's get out of here. What are you doing, little guy? All right, well, it's time to sell all this and just get back into the next raid. So I'll see you guys in a second. All right, what do I want to do with this spawn? This is radar spawn. Man, remember when this spawn was completely bugged out? It was so awful. Because you would be like stuck there for, I don't know, it felt like 10 minutes. It was like an extra 30 seconds to a minute, I think, but it was pretty bad. You'd hear gunshots all around, and a lot of times you would get killed before you spawned in because you couldn't see. Glad they fixed that bug, though. But, I don't know, we could go up to radar, but I'm gonna do this new thing I've been testing out, which is where I go immediately to lighthouse, kind of, and just get an idea if there's people behind me. There's a lot of spawns here, so there's very likely going to be someone behind me. But so far we've got nothing. Alright, we got something now. That sounded like a player. I mean, obviously it has to be a player. I meant those specific shots sounded like a player shooting. Let's get our stamina up a little higher. Let's go. I think the safer option is actually we just go to those rocks and we hide on this side, on the left side, and just wait for them to come down. I think that would be, if you were worried about their kit and you needed to get a little surprise on them, I think that would be a smarter plan. But we haven't gotten a kill in a little bit. I'm feeling a little aggressive, and I think we might outkit this guy, so we have a better chance here, but we'll probably just get head tapped. Actually, I might just wait here for them. I think we're less exposed here, and we should see them. I bet they'll probably jump down and try to get that loot at the little broken lighthouse spot before they leave. I don't hear them yet. Okay, well now I hear them. We're just gonna go for it. Oh, they must be upstairs, okay. I thought they were gonna be in this room. The footsteps are so hard to read in this game. I don't know what that sound is. There's like a weird ground sound. I don't know what it is. Oh my god, it wasn't chambered. Oh, that one sucked. Let's not end on that one. Let's re-kit and go again. Alright, here we go. I don't think I've gone to prison in a pretty long time. So that might be our goal for this one. Let's try to get to prison. Because there's also a lot of spawns there, so we might have some fun. Don't see anyone yet. I'm not I know there's a spawn on the other side of those hazy little mountains over there. Mountain is a bit of an extreme word. But I don't think we would be able to see them just yet. This is not a good spot. I hate being down here. If there's anyone on those hills, they're gonna be rushing over here to come trap us. Let's just get out. There's a couple spawns on those hills that I'm worried about. They could show up pretty soon. Doesn't seem like there's anyone there yet. But I don't like it. Let's go. Alright, so prison definitely has someone there. That was a player shooting. Sounds like they're pretty close too. Near the front of prison. But let's remember that might not be the only one. Alright, we got shots in the back now too. Okay. Alright, I think we might have multiple people here maybe. Ooh, I'm excited. Woo! Alright, that's a lot of shots. I don't really like peeking over the hill though. I just feel really exposed when I do that. So usually I'll run into this kiosk and use this as like a scouting. Oh no, dude, that guy tried to do the neck snap. Oh man, that's kind of hilarious. We got to watch it. Alright. So now it's gotten really quiet in prison. I guess that was like a really small thing that they slipped into the patch notes that one time. They were like, you can't neck snap anymore. And I like that it's like, people are still discovering that. I mean, that was like a pretty core feature of the game, especially for naked runs. People were using that for a very long time. So it's going to take people some time to adjust that is no longer a thing you can do. Alright. So we got 2 kills, but both of those guys didn't look super... Well, no, okay. That's a new person, hold on. Because we heard gunshots too. I think the first guy might have had a gun, but the second guy definitely didn't. And this guy might have seen me. He's gone now. So did he go up the hill? It was definitely a player. Definitely a player. It wasn't a bot, right? Did he go up the hill or is he down there somewhere? Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was a bot. I don't think it was a bot. It looked like they paused. It looks like they were holding their gun up for a sprint. They were doing like player actions. But this bot that's on the ground doesn't seem to notice him at all. He's only shooting me. Maybe that was him? I'm not sure I should have been able to hear that guy. That felt like, I'm wearing a Dominator, so I feel like I should have had a little bit more muffled. Maybe the Dominator's not super muffled. Maybe it's like the Altons that are really muffled. That makes sense. I don't really wear Altons, so I won't know. Where did we kill him? Right here? Oh. That is cool. I did not expect to see a combo on an AKM. That's cool. I like that kit. So... Alright, now I think we can go down and loot. I think that was the third guy, though. I don't know. I thought he looked like he was wearing a helmet when I saw him, but it was like only for a second, and it was kind of far away. He's kind of a blur. So it honestly could just have been a bald head like that. Alright, so let's go. We've got a couple static spawns we need to check out here, and then we'll move on. Alright, static spawn 1. Oh, it's actually here. That is surprising. Nice. I don't know all the static spawns in this area though. There's too many. Now we gotta go check static spawn 2. I think there's a Mahina in one of these, but I don't know which one. In these little porta potties. Alright, static spawn 2 is empty. Or did they take it? since it looks like they haven't been here. Let's check that out. Gotta look on the ground for like a purple card. Maybe they found it. Okay. That was kind of scary. So we killed the first guy like right here. Not seeing anything. And where did we kill the second guy? I think that was like right here. Yeah, that looks like the right angle. Alright. I don't think we got anything. I don't think we got a purple card, I mean. Is that another? No, that's not another AUG, man. I'm gonna find it. AUGs everywhere. Alright. Let's keep going. I don't normally go to the front of prison because I just don't like this area. But I think there are some good spawns here as well. Is that at me? I think that's at me, right? It's suspiciously stopped now. Alright, all good there. I don't know where they are. I think that's definitely at me. I hear the bullets just then. Where is this guy? I think there's a dumbbell here. Every time I look away, the guy starts shooting me again. Ah, is that him? Oh, okay. It's because he has a pistol, so he gets like 3 shots in, and then he has to go run away and reload. But I think he's still shooting me. Yeah. I need to go recheck prison because I only know about a few of the spawns, like the purple and the orange. I think there's like a giraffe around here. There's toast, there's the dumbbell. Actually, I do know where the dumbbell is too. So I think I know about half of the prison static spawns. There's a lot of them. Like a lot to remember. Alright, so that is the second spawn of the bot, but I think it was probably those guys we fought in the beginning that killed him. They probably spawned like right there and then went into prison, or at least one of them. I don't know if they were all together. I think there was 2 of them, and then I think the third guy was a solo. But let's head into Wasteland, which I do not enjoy, but we're gonna do it because it's the quickest route to power plant. Okay. This looks like it's been looted. Good to know. So for once, there was probably actually a Wasteland spawn. Thing I'm always talking about it, but we never actually see it. That's funny. And they probably went to power plant, right? I don't think... Well, no, actually, that guy that we killed, the ACOG, or the whatever, Express Hybrid site, he might have been the Wasteland spawn. Because where he came from kind of matches up. Which means we could actually go check that stuff, because that guy didn't have a backpack. So he would have left everything around there, but I'm not going to worry about it. Getting a lot of shots over there. That's kind of the opposite direction that we're going in. So probably nothing we can do about it. Sounds fun though. Dang, is Exfil's already opened? I feel like we haven't done anything this raid. Wait, we have 3 kills and an orange card. Alright, I think I'm going to be pretty quick in my looting here. We're going to just skip straight to substation at this point. Because with exfils open now, like, we're going to miss out on everybody. So let's just sprint over there. We're not going to check the flare. I give up on the flare, man. Flares aren't real. This is probably like the one time it's actually there. I do think they should boost the flare spawn rate because, like, honestly, and just like they also need to boost. I think I would like to see a boost in airdrop spawn rates because they're a little too rare. I've been playing a lot, and I have not seen. I've like barely have ever seen airdrops. I know they can be random again, which is a good change, but I don't really get random ones either. And airdrops are definitely some of the most fun parts of this game. They're so intense. They centralize the PvP on this gigantic map. So I would love to see a buff to airdrop spawn rates and flare spawn rates. Alright, we're gonna say bye. Goodbye, power plant. We're leaving. We're heading to mansion. We have Pier as an exfil, but I don't think we're gonna leave just yet. We should. We should just get out with this orange card. Especially because I do not have many orange cards anymore. I think I have like 1, maybe 2 left. So I should probably just get out with this. Maybe we will. That was a really big shot that we could go and investigate, and that might be more fun than getting out with an orange. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel by the time once I get to the mansion. Ooh, hold on. That's not at me. Okay, let's get in. Those shots are not at me, but I don't think they're in here, in this building. Ooh, he's got a partner. Come on, man. We're so close. Alright, that was an unfortunate ending. That would have been an amazing end for that raid. I didn't realize I should have switched to my AP mag, but I felt like the AK Alpha is generally good enough with FMJ, but I should have switched to AP at that point. I had time, switched it, rotated, because it's like, I've got it sitting here. I've got 2 of the mags. I don't know what I was thinking. I just actually completely forgot it existed. I think we would have been fine if we hadn't got headshot though, because if he had to take 2 shots at us, 3 shots at us, we would have survived. But he had a nice headshot on us, and we lost. Bummer. All right, well that is going to be it for today. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.